I believe in myself so much, and it's like, hell yeah, you can do it. You know you can, and you're doing it. That's me a few months ago when I found out that I got into the Tinhouse writing workshop. I want to share this news with you. I'm so excited, but I also wanted to share exactly how I'm preparing for this workshop, what I'm doing artistically, professionally, personally. If it's your first time here, I'm Asa. I've set up this kind of residency for myself here on YouTube for the next couple of years while I complete and publish my book. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. A little bit of context about Tinhouse, the writing workshop, and what it is. Tinhouse is an independent literary press out of Oregon. It's been around for about 25 years. They had a lit mag for a long time, and now they are really well known for these rigorous, competitive workshops. What motivated me to apply, I'm really trying to take my fiction to another level. I'm trying to get my work around people who are stronger writers than I am, to encounter mentors who can take my work to places I didn't even know it could go. I want to share with you as much as possible about this experience, how it goes, exactly what happens behind the scenes. This will probably not be my last video about this workshop. I want to share what I'm learning, how I'm changing, and hopefully some of it will be useful for you. So what exactly is happening at the workshop? This is the schedule. It starts out in early January. It runs about 5 weeks altogether. They start by looking at professional things, talking about query letters. There's panels of agents. You get to meet with an agent and say, hey, this is what I'm working on. How should I craft this query letter? What should I think about from a publishing point of view? And then as the workshop moves along, there's a deadline for submitting a manuscript. I have a big decision to make there, and I have all sorts of feelings and thoughts about what piece I want to put forward, what piece I want to get rigorously reviewed. Next, there's meetings with editors. Again, it's kind of this whole introduction education to the literary fiction industry. And finally, in February is the actual workshop. And this is really the heart of it, where everyone gets to talk about their work. There are 10 students. Each student gets 1 hour of kind of workshop moment where they stay quiet and they listen to what all the writers in the room have to say about the piece. And you, each writer, writes formal critiques of all your fellow writers in the cohort. And that's how the actual workshop part of it works. So what are my goals? Personally, I want to enter this workshop open-minded. I want to feel like an empty vessel. I want to feel like a sponge. I want to kind of entertain all sorts of ideas that I didn't even know existed. I want to kind of expand my understanding of what fiction is, what it can be. Specifically with my specific work creatively, I want to interrogate what I've done. I want to poke holes in it. I want to allow a process of deconstructing it so that I can reconstruct it stronger. And I think what might happen is some of the proposed changes, some of the kind of interpretations that folks have may not resonate, but to the extent possible, I want to hold space for that criticism along with my own instincts and vision. And sort of the better I can engage with both of these things, I think the better my work will be on the other side of this workshop. I also want to bring my own experience to the table and try to be helpful in the ways that I can. My background is in screenwriting and playwriting, and I want to kind of bring that to the table. I think it helps me understand structure a little bit. And so while by and large, I think I will be the newbie among the fiction writers, I do think there is some value I can add to these other writers, and that is a goal of mine as well, because I want to leave with some colleagues. I want to leave with some friends. I want to leave knowing, writing with some other writers that really inspire me. That's maybe my biggest goal of all. I really value connections with other writers. I don't want to work alone because I make my best work when I'm in community with others. And that's actually something that's happening on this residency here on YouTube. And I'm so grateful for all the writers I've met here. Professionally, I want to home in further on what I want this book that I'm working on to be. Initially, I thought that I'm going to write short stories, and I'm going to send out short stories to magazines and start publishing them and see what happens, and maybe publish a short story collection someday. Now, given the kind of body of work that I'm developing, the kind of stories that I'm writing right now, I'm starting to conceptualize these stories as potentially a novel. And so I want to pick the ears of these agents and editors and say, hey, what's the best way to frame this? Those are the goals. Overall, like I said, I will have at least one more Tin House video to try to share kind of the 10 things I learned. This is a big step, and it makes me think that some of these goals that I have to be a successful literary fiction writer who is sharing my work with the world is possibly closer than I thought. External affirmation, such a dangerous thing. Wendell Berry says, don't trust anybody who likes your poetry. But I just think it's also really important to see that you're going somewhere, to see that you're growing, to see that you're getting better. And as arbitrary as a metric as this might be, it feels really good.